I'd spent most of the day walking around the town of Limerick.
Limerick is beautiful.
You're right. It is enough
and
already.
so's your beady brown eye.
And I, for one, wanted a little smoked salmon and a pint.
Jackie's got to have his stout, you bet.
Now, will you cut it out and let me tell this story?
Grouch, you're grouch.
We finally find a place, only it says in the guidebook it is restricted to men only. Well, of course, we all know how certain parties are going to react to restrictions of that nature, right? Certain people cannot stand to be told no. It is not in their natures to meekly acquiesce to local custom.
Oh, come on. You knew what I was going to do, and you loved it.
I may have suspected, Mary, but I will never presume to know anything you're going to do till you've done it.
I still think it was pretty terrific.
Wasn't bad.
Oh, it was sensational.
You really didn't fool anybody in Limerick.
I did.
Oh, well, there's a difference of opinion here.
Water for
842.
Hey, Sleeping Beauty. Hey. Jillian, come on. I'm really sorry to do that, but I thought that you might not be able to go back to sleep if I didn't wake you.
What time is it?
It's almost 4.
What? I slept the whole day away.
Best thing you could have done. How do you feel?
Oh, I think I feel better.
Good.
How do you feel? Oh, you sound rotten. You know you caught my cold.
Well, it's the sweetest head cold I've ever had.
Seneca, has Miriam been here all day?
Now, just relax, will you? Everything is under control. Miriam has gone home, leaving behind a clean baby, a roast chicken, and a pot of vegetable soup, okay?
Oh, I am so grateful for that woman.
Yeah, now, the chicken is a half an hour away, so in the meantime, here is some aspirin, okay, and a hot toddy, and the evening papers. And you will also find some very interesting bubble bath, because I think that a hot bath is really called for. And, well, a flower or two. Oh, yeah. Now, in this folder are things for your signature. Now, I will take them back to your secretary tomorrow morning in the event that you can't go back to work, which, young lady, is a distinct possibility.
I am so grateful for you.
Well, I am delighted to hear it.
Where's Edmund?
Edmund is digesting his dinner in the playpen.
Well, who fed him?
I did. Well, actually, he fed himself while I applauded. Hey, tell me something. Are you sure it's all right for him to try and feed himself with that spoon?
Well, I think so. Why?
Well, he seems to be shoveling into his eye.
Well, if they said to give him a spoon, I gave him a spoon. I mean, what do I know about babies?
Hey, you're doing something right. He is incredible.
You are funny. Have a Kleenex.
Thank you. What's funny?
You are. The way you are, the way you are with Edmund. I had a thought. I know how I caught this cold.
Tell me.
Well, I have had an allergic response to Ray Woodard using her husband's newspapers to bring pressure on the hospital.
And Frank allowing her to turn it into a political coup for him.
Yeah, exactly. And the more that I'm away from the two of them, the better I feel. I think that I should say something instead of sitting here savoring it all by myself. That this is the happiest and the most contented I have been in a long, long time.
Oh, that's nice. Now, tell me, why do you think that is?
I'm not sure. But I think that I realize what's important is sharing Edmund and having lovely, loving feelings between you and me. I don't know, maybe I'm just overwhelmed at being taken care of just because I have a cold. But whatever it is, I love this. I love you.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Okay. Why? Why shouldn't it be like this all the time? See, all right, what you're enjoying is a family. And you're right, that is terrific. But I think that it should be permanent. Jillian. Marry me?
Seneca.
Now, without rationalizing, without intellectualizing, without talking it to death, just marry me, huh? Now?
I can't. I am just not ready to promise away my whole life.
Because of, Frank, still?
No, I certainly hope that isn't the reason.
Well, then why?
I'm really not sure. It's not because I don't love you. I do. You're wonderful to me. You're incredible with Edmund.
Well, then live with me.
What?
Yeah. Okay, listen, you don't have to marry me. Just live with me and Edmund as a family. No promises, nothing to keep you from walking away if that's what you want to do. What do you say to that?
How to work though now? Oh, he's gonna be.
Two of those, please. That okay with you, Ryan?
Sure.
American time.
That's right.
Welcome in Limerick.
Thank you very much.
And where in America would you be from?
New York.
Oh, a grand place, surely. Well, I've never been there myself, but I have cousins in the Bronx. Oh, are you long in Limerick?
Oh, just today and tonight.
Oh. If you'd be wanting dinner, try the Merry Man around on Upper Cecil Street, and tell him Redmond Deneen sent you.
Well, we will, thanks, Mr. Deneen. Jack Finelli. And this is my friend, Ryan.
Mr. Neem?
Pleasure to meet you both. Let me introduce you to J.J. O'Neill, the manager of the establishment.
Pleasure.
Welcome. Pleased to have you with us.
How do you do, Mr. O'Neill?
Welcome.
Thank you.
Slanchu.
Well done. You're standing at the bar of a Limerick landmark, you know.
Is that right?
In continuous service to the people of Limerick since 1872. And the unusual thing is, you see, that in all that time, the house has never knowingly served a female customer.
Never.
Well, with one or two exceptions. During the time of the Revolution, the Countess Markovitz was here, and once the Taoiseach's wife, our Prime Minister...
Markovitz drank here?
My father himself.
Well, then, it isn't illegal or anything to serve a woman, huh?
Illegal it isn't. Unthinkable is more what it is.
I'm afraid we'll have to ask you to leave, Miss Ryan.
I'm really sorry. I can't say I didn't know because obviously I did, but I wanted so much to see the place. How do you do again? Oh, and it's not Miss Ryan. At least not anymore. It's Mrs. Finelli. Mary Finelli. We're on our honeymoon.
Oh.
Are you really now?
Oh, the most wonderful honeymoon. And the reason I wanted to see all this is because I sort of grew up in the business. My father owns Ryan's Bar in the Riverside section of New York. Oh, let me give you his card, so in case you ever come to New York, you can be sure to look us up. Our building's about 20 years younger than this, but the feeling's the same. The minute I came through your door, I felt perfectly at home.
Ah, JJ. Now, how are you going to resist that?
I'm not. But do us a favor and put the cap back on, all right?
Yeah. Thanks.
Let me just drift down to the other side and see if the boys noticed anything. They're not all as sentimental as Red and me.
You're a lot more forbearing than I would be under the circumstances.
How often do you get a chance to break the rules for a beautiful visitor from America?
How did you know? I think I'm very convincing, little boy.
Oh, it's just that you don't see many young men named Ryan wearing silk paisley shirts in that particular style.
Never mind, Mayor. Next time, a turtleneck, huh?
Oh, we're so pleased I got caught. I don't want to get JJ in trouble.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Oh, maybe I better call the Merriman, book us for dinner, huh?
Phone's right over there.
Be right back. I better take this with me, otherwise she'll finish hers and mine too.
Another round here, Mr. O'Neill, please, for Red and my husband. I'm fine.
Coming up.
It's a fine place, isn't it?
It's terrific.
Oh, take a look around if you like.
Oh, well, thanks. Would you excuse me?
Sure.
Jack, look, it's Tom.
She knows Tom O'Brien.
Smoking drugs.
Settle your debt.
That's it.
With a clear understanding that it is not a permanent commitment?
Sort of a free trial basis, during which hopefully you'll see that it's absolutely perfect for the three of us. But if it isn't, it isn't, and that's that.
Yes.
What?
Yes, I'll live with you.
You will?
Yes, 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 yes.
That is terrific. That is terrific.
Oh. You're crazy. You are going to get the worst cold.
Who cares? That is terrific. You know, why didn't I think of this as an alternative weeks ago? No. Maybe it's best that I didn't. I think you have a clearer perspective on Frank these days.
Oh.
And with the strike on, probably wouldn't have been any fun anyway, huh?
Wait.
What?
There is one major question that has to be answered.
What's that?
Whose place? Yours or mine?
Well, let's see. My place has more room.
Yes, but mine is organized for Edmund.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Or which would you prefer?
Mine?
You got it.
You're kidding.
You know, you only think that I am controlling and difficult to live with.
Yeah.
No, it is all in your head. You will discover in the day-by-day unfolding of the wonderfulness of me that I'm actually sweet reason itself.
Oh, I can't wait to see that.
But, well, there really is one thing that you ought to consider.
What?
Living together isn't exactly uncommon around the hospital, but, well, our situation is a little different. There's going to be talk, and the neighborhood's going to be aware of it. Now, is that going to cause you any problems?
You mean, is it a problem if Frank and the Ryans find out?
Yeah.
No, it's no problem at all.
Good. I love you.
It's mutual. You know, I feel like we're setting out on this wonderful adventure together.
Here's to that.
Net of the hair.
Jack.
Damn, I pushed the wrong button again. Yeah, that sure is Desmond, all right.
Don't say anything.
Why?
I'm serious. He's out of touch with everyone here, and he wants to keep it that way.
Okay.
Well, what do you know? Huh? That must mean our friend Tommy's in New York.
Maybe not.
JJ, that's wishful thinking on your part. I knew he'd turn up, sooner or later.
He was the best middleweight ever put on gloves in Limerick.
He was. But he made one bad mistake.
Who? What kind of mistake?
A mutual friend who fell in love with the wrong woman.
Oh, well, takes some people 3 or 4 tries before they get it right.
Oh, listen, why don't you engage your mouth in a more useful endeavor and see if you can make that phone work and call the Merriman 711313 711313 and get us a reservation for dinner. Please.
Yes, sir. You can't work Irish payphone.
It's the only thing I've had trouble with in Ireland.
And how long have you been here?
3 weeks.
Well, we're doing pretty well then.
Ah, you are indeed. Schlante. Huh?
Do you live anywhere near the Bronx by any chance?
Well, Mary and I live in the village, which is the other end of the island. But she grew up in Manhattan, just south of the Bronx.
Huh. And, well, what do you do, if I may ask?
Well, I'm a reporter, and well, Mary works for a cable television company.
Oh, that's very interesting. Will you be home for Christmas, or are you having it here?
We figured we'll be in Ennis around Christmas, and then we'll be home the end of the week.
Dinner at the Merriman if we're there in 15 minutes.
Oh, it's 2 blocks down and up to your left. It's been grand meeting you.
Oh, it certainly has. Thank you, Mr. O'Neill.
Right.
May I come again?
Providing you're wearing your cap.
And a turtleneck. Bye.
Bye now. Merry Christmas.
Oh, one thing you should do just to mark the occasion. JJ, get the guest book, man.
Oh, well, of course. Here now. If you just sign that for us.
Oh, an honor. Now, how do we do this? You first?
No. You do it. Mr. and Mrs. Jack Vanilla.
Oh, Mr. and Mrs. I see. And the address? Ta-da!
Oh, here, I want to add something.
Oh, now what's she writing there?
Nay, Mary Ryan.
There, that covers all the bases. Goodbye, gentlemen. Thank you very
Goodbye.
much. Don't forget my bag.
Now have a fine trip home now.
Yes,
Thank
Merry
you.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Just let me copy that address.
Do you see Liam?
Well, of course I'll see Liam.
Come in.
I thought you'd be interested to hear. An American girl and her husband were over in Neary's.
So?
She recognized a certain picture on the wall.
Whose picture, Red?
Tom O'Brien's.
Settle in for a night of drama featuring the biggest stars from your favorite TV shows and movies. It's your night for a great film with the Sunday Night Movies, every Sunday night at 10 on SoapNet.